Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. I hope you enjoyed that little three-part series on, just making that little pulley fit. Sorry. But the deal behind that is a little pet peeve I have. Lars and everybody keeps telling me don't, shoot a video on this, but I think it's necessary. I used to have a machine shop. I had 2 Bridgeports, a big KNT mill, an 8-foot lathe, and the one I've got now. I just saved that, and I got in a divorce situation, had to get rid of all of it, right? But I used to do a lot of machining work, and when I lost all that stuff, right, I couldn't just go do it myself. I mean, if I'm turning something, yes, I can do it here in the shop, but mill work, I can't do anymore because honestly, there's not enough room in the shop to put the mills. So I was relying on these machine shops, which I used to work or do grinding for 8 of them, right? And I would walk in there while I had the machine shop stuff, right? And I would walk in there and they would, be acting like they're all that and, they know more than me. And, I'm an idiot just because all I do is grind tools. But every time I would go into these places, hey, can you grind this even mill? So it will do 2 jobs at one time and we can do this process faster, right? And I'm like, sure, give me your schematics. What do you want, And I'd bring it back in the shop and grind it out and take it back to them, man, so they could do their job. Well, one day I run up on the guy like I was portraying. And he asked me to do the same thing. And I got it done for him and stuff. And I walk in there one day and he's just like I was doing. He's standing there with a beer in his hand, cigarette in his mouth, running his mouth. He's just a one-man shop. I mean, And I was asking him about something, if he could do it for me. And he's like, well, I'm a machinist, man. I don't really have time to do this because, I need to make money. And it was a little bitty piece. And he goes, all right, I can do it. It's going to take 6-8 weeks. I'll get it turned out, it's going to be like $400. And I'm like, dude, I used to do this stuff at my shop, man. It'd take me 30 freaking minutes to do it. And he's like, well, you don't know. You don't know what us machinists know. You need to understand this. And I looked at him and I said, dude, let me explain this to you. I am making the bits and the cutters for you to do your job. I don't think I'm stupid, right? Because if I was more stupid than you, why would you be asking me to make the cutters to make your job simpler? You would just do it right here in the shop. So that's where all that came from. But I did run into a guy one time, man. I was doing that. I mean, he was just living right down the road from me, man. So I would run in there, just drop off the little odd and end stuff for him to do. But yeah, that was hilarious. And I'm dead on with how that worked. There was some heated conversations between me and him. So much so that I just quit. I don't work for machine shops anymore. It's too much of a hassle. I don't like going into places and they think they're smarter than me, but they've got me in there building the cutters for them to work. But yet you're smarter than me, right? So I don't do machine shop work anymore. As far as grinding in mills, milling cutters, sharpening reamers, stuff like that, now that's over. I won't do that again. But these big shops that have actual machine centers, that little thing that we just made on these last 3 videos, 15 to 20 minutes. You chuck that thing up in there, pop a few buttons on that CNC, bam. 15, 20 minutes later, the complete part is sitting in the floor. And they will hit you for $300 or $400 for, 15, 20 minutes worth of work. Crazy people, man, crazy. If you can get your hands on, if you're just a small, well, if you got a spot in your garage, you can come up on these little small. That's a little Atlas lathe. I actually traded a wood planer for it. That's all you need, and a good drill press. I can give you some hints on a drill press, and you can almost turn it into a mill. So that's what I delegated my shop down to. I've got my machining center. It takes me a little more time because it's all manual. But, dude, it's not hard. It's not hard. If you can read a dial caliper and know what you're going for and understand, well, you have to understand the tooling part of it, right? I mean, don't buy Harbor Freight taps. No. Go to Fastenal or someplace like that and get high-speed steel taps. Don't buy none of that black oxy-coated whatever. That's crazy. I've got some videos on that. I don't know how to put it back to you on that one. But yeah, there you go. It took me, honestly, about 2 hours. And this was over the course of like a week. I've just been 15, 20 minutes playing with it while I had something else going on. But enjoyed shooting that one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, leave some comments. Leave some comments on horror stories from machine shops you've dealt with. Because I guarantee you I can top you every time. But that's it. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope all your family's home and safe, and everybody's cool, calm, and collected. We'll see you on the next one.